Okay. So hello, let's game back to game dev. I will quickly show with what we landed yesterday. So basically the checkpoint system is working now, checkpoint system. So basically we have the number of checkpoints gathered when map is parsed, and each of the checkpoint is its own separate color, and you need to, maybe I will show it like this, whenever the race is starting you cannot anymore just cross the finish line. You need to check, like cross every checkpoint that is there on the map, every specific color, because if you have few checkpoints that have the same color, they are considered like the single checkpoint. So you need only to cross one of them. On that map I have only 3 checkpoints and every one of them have separate colors. So I need to cross all of them. So that's the first one. We have 2 left. That's the second one. And by the way, the order doesn't matter. We could go that track backwards. It would still count. And that's the third one. So now I can go to finish line. If I will not fail that, of course. Yeah, and now the race is finished and it took 84 seconds. Yeah, I can show that probably better on maybe smaller map, because we had some test maps yesterday. So for example, that one. Why are you not working? What is wrong with you? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's really strange. Yeah, okay, we got that. So basically that map is, the green part is the start, the red is always the finish line, and we have 2 sets of checkpoints, yellow and pink, and we can cross whatever we want. So we can go like here, we got one of them, and that's the second one. And if I would not go too fast, yeah, so basically we have those 2 and we can go to the finish line. We don't need to get that too, or we can have any combination. So we can get that one and that one, and maybe that's the fastest way. So that took 13 seconds. And that took 10 seconds, so that was faster. That was 11. And that part is probably better because you have wider space here to maneuver. But you can go, also you can do them other way around, so you can go like that way. And that was also 10 seconds. So you can build tracks where either you go like easy way, or you have the same set of checkpoints in more demanding way, which may be shorter but much harder to do, for example. Yeah, that was 11. Because we lose a lot of speed on this turn, it would be faster to go straight to the next one. Yeah, if I would hit that, that could be good time maybe, but yeah. Yeah, so that was also 10 seconds. Because you can speed here and you accelerate here and you don't need to worry about braking. Because you will still go to the finish line. Okay, so that's basically what I did yesterday. Yeah. I need to figure out what I want to do today. And because I'm for now that would be interesting. Yeah, basically the smoother the speed changes, the better, because you can yeah, that's also 10 seconds. So we can go really in different ways and it still be working pretty good. Okay. So what I want So basically, that's the to-do list for today. Sooner or later we will need some form of main menu, because for now it's I just load the map. We will need some form of tutorial tracks, like few tracks that show to the user how you need to play the game, because it's not obvious. Like it's not really, you need to spend some time to be able to move like in proper way. Like for example on that map, it's hard to remember that you need exactly the same amount of time to decelerate as you need to accelerate. It's not like car racing game where you hit the brakes and you lose the speed pretty quickly. It's like you have no friction at all here. So if you accelerate for 2 seconds, you need 2 seconds to accelerating in opposite direction to stop. And it's sometimes hard to like remember that. So basically if I just hit engines, I will move indefinitely in that direction until I stop. So it's no friction at all. But that also means that if you have a straight line, that one, we can do it on that one. So we have, exactly. If I start here, I can accelerate roughly to the halfway, and then I need to decelerate to be able to stop. But that's core mechanic of the game, the way in which you move the ship. So basically you will only control the ship with pointer and one button. I will need probably sooner or later add a way to play it with the controller, because it's basically, it doesn't change anything. You point the ship with analog stick and then have one button to accelerate. So this is something that I will need to test also and add. Yeah. Okay, so for sure we will also need because it basically doesn't matter, we probably will not have any more controls in the game, like only the direction and the accelerate button, at least for now. Okay, so what else do we need? What else do I need? Yeah, we can try to start with some tutorial tracks. They should be really small. It can be small. Because for that we don't need anything fancy. I think we can use like white. Better the first one, like the first. It will be really easy one because we will need, and that can be much smaller truly. Because what we need is the start. Okay, for that it would be good if it would be odd number, because then we can have one pixel in the middle. And now we can have the start line. like this. Yeah. And then we can have okay, give me a second. And I can have the finish line basically here. And that's all. We could like have some text here. Can we? Yeah, if we don't use like 200 full opacity, we could basically have some text here also. If we don't want like the pop-up, we could possibly, but then map should be bigger to have text here on the background. But okay, we can check that. Okay, I don't want the red to be up there because I need the first pixel on the map. I will probably need to adjust that. Okay, I think I should add that to the list. Okay, because basically how the whole system is working, it's basically whole track is just a single image. It's like one image that you can do in any image software, like in Paint, or I'm using a sprite. And basically you store information about the track in form of colors on the track. And currently the first pixel on the map is reserved for the scale. So we have this map is like 63 by 63, but it would be really small, and we want to have it like this. So I think we will need like 32, the scale factor. That would be probably okay. And we can do it using a single pixel with alpha value 100, and in red channel we can have the scale. So I will use 32, for example. And I paint that one pixel here, and that the game, when it will be loading this image, it will know that it will need to scale it 32 times. The same way works, like the white pixel is the spawn point, so it is the place where the ship will start. The green one is the start line, so when you cross it, the time starts on the map, and the red one is the finish line, so that's where the race stops. So we can Save that, and we need to export that as PNG file. Yeah, and currently there is no way of loading maps like from the game, so I need to hardcode the track name. I will need to change that, but for tests, for prototyping, it works perfectly fine. You don't need to have like ideal setup for prototyping. I'm just curious if for now, if the game is even fun at this point. Yeah, so we have the map. It looks like this, exactly as you wanted. And what we can do, like if player will see this, will see that the ship is rotating to the cursor, and if he clicks, he will see that the ship is moving, and it will, yeah, and the race is finished now. So basically what we are trying to show the player is that you need to cross the green and then you need to cross the red. And that's all. And you basically cannot fail that. If you just hit the button once, it will slowly move. Obviously you could stop the ship, or you could like be flying here, but it's not, there's nothing else to do here. So basically sooner or later you will go through the red one and the race will finish. So I think that's the good first map, like on this tutorial tracks. Okay. So I think that's okay. Now what we will need next so we can do the second one, and on the second one we can leave the shape as it is. Yeah, don't do that now. What we can do now is leave just leave one side of it. And then leave only one side of that one. That way you will need to go through here and go back there. You cannot do it any other way. So if you go straight to the red, nothing will happen. and we can check if that is working. And on the next one, we'll probably need to introduce walls, because walls are something that you cannot touch at all. It's basically when you touch the wall, the race is over. You don't have like... Okay, yeah, so now we have this green one, but if we go like back there, nothing will happen. Yeah, that's curious. Is it because we are out of the map? Oh, I never checked for that truly. Yeah, no, we are not outside of the map. So it's something here is happening. It's treating this as we would finish the map. That's really strange. Because we cannot do it like this, obviously. We can do it like this, obviously. But why it's happening when we go there? And not, for example, if we go here. We are outside of the map for sure. And that shouldn't be any problem at all. Yeah, here. That's interesting. Okay, I have an idea. We are probably overflowing. So if we would, it's easy to check that. If I would go really far left, it should happen again. Yes, exactly. So what is happening is the game checks the pixels of the map, like marks them at specific locations, and those locations are I use like the single index. So if this row have like 63 pixels, so that one is 64, 65 and so on. And basically what happens is that I change XY values to that index. And if I go like 1 pixel, 2 pixels here, it's wrapping around and checks that wall. So this is something that I definitely need to fix. I never encountered that because all of the maps were closed. And first, probably they should be closed, I think. I'm not really sure how to handle that now. Yeah, so okay, let's do like separate, and we can move that to the top. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, what we could do about that? indexing we cannot really change because that makes sense to use it that way. What we need to check is if the whatever we check like we have those functions. Here we use positions. And we should just ignore it if the position is okay. So I will probably need this is the okay, and in the track data we have height and width, but it is okay. I use that one, post to index. I could possibly make it here and just return negative value if we are outside the map, because there will be no negative index in the set for sure, so it will not detect anything. Okay, so instead of returning that one, okay, maybe like this. After that, if position X is bigger than width, or position X is smaller than 0, or pos y is bigger than height, or pos y is smaller than 0, we'll return -1. Okay, now it's complaining about that. Okay, that one we will ultimately we will not need that one, I think. Yeah, so we can check that. Okay, so let's check it now. Yep. Okay, that will do. Okay, so now we don't really care if we are outside of the map at all. It will never detect anything outside of the map. That's cool. So we can have like that one checked. Okay, so one problem less. So that, okay, back to like tutorial maps. Yeah, so basically that's what we need. So again, is that map working as I would want it to work? So if you go wrong way, nothing will happen. So you need to go here and go back then. But if you want to do it quickly, you can do it faster, because there's no limit on the speed you want to have. So you can do it like this. And it's like under 1 second. You could go, of course, much faster, because we could go really, really, really far away and then brake and then just accelerate in that direction. Yep, and that was half a second. Yeah. And that's like almost 4 seconds. Okay, so I think it would be better to have walls on that map already. So we can introduce them and you would not be able to go like whatever far away you want, because that not be good. And you could also get lost if you don't. Yeah. So we will need we don't want the PNG. We want that one. Oh no, it's not that one. It's that one. Okay, but that means that we'll need to edit the first one also. The walls should be already there. You will never reach them. Yeah, so we should like remove that. We can have walls there. Okay, maybe we should have like this orange color for walls. It's like warning. Also, I will probably need to think about changing the in-game representations of those lines for accessibility reasons, for example, because green and red it can be hard to see for color blind people. So I will need to change that probably. Okay. So okay, we want the finish line again. Yeah, okay, that looks good. So that's the first one. for the second one. We'll copy it. Now we need to first clear it. Now we can paste that. And again, we will... I will just leave one of the green. But the red one needs to be on the opposite side. Because then you could accidentally just go straight and it would not teach you anything. And in that case it will. So that's the second one. And we can check them now. So go back to the first one. Why are you not responding? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so now but we cannot fail that because yeah, we for sure will go through both of them. You need to do it. So that's good. And now if we'll go other way around. Okay, that's yeah, this is something that I will need to change also. I will consider it a bug. We will need some form of no clip mode if you just want to go through the track just to watch it and don't be afraid that you hit the wall, like for training or anything like that. But the so this is something that I will need to fix. Training mode, and it will be okay, but basically what it should do is that I need to cross the green one and I will crash. If I do, I will crash anyway when I fix that. I cannot go through the red one, it's not doing anything. But if I will go like this, it works. Okay. So what we can do about that? Because I need to do something about that. Okay, so this is something that it's in the like engine part, like racing engine, because we are checking in each frame. We'll check if the ship is on the wall only if it's in race, and that's not correct. So for now, temporarily, if the race state is pre-race, we don't count the frames, but still we should reset map if you hit the wall. It's not elegant, but for now it's enough. Yes, so we can try that. Leave. I don't know why it's so laggy today. Probably it's because of the OBS. I will need to check that later, because it's the first time I simulcast both to Twitch and to YouTube. That can be the reason, obviously. Okay, yeah, so let's check that. I should... Yeah, we are resetting even if we hit it now. It will not reset if we hit the finish line. And I think I will need to, even for now, for development it's okay because I can watch the track later on. But basically in the game, when you hit the finish line, it should, the simulation just should stop, like instantly. And because we don't need any more frames, any more recording and so on. Because currently it's still like, if I do it like maybe from the beginning, until I'm standing still, it will be not recorded, like the replay part. When I start moving, it's starting recording, and it will keep recording even after I finish the track. So I will try to like land on the, yeah, let's say on the corner here, and you will see that it will happen in the replay also. Yeah. So we didn't have this wait time on the beginning, it was not recorded, but everything after that is still recording. And it should not, basically. We should stop recording and basically stop the simulation of the game at all at that point. Okay, but this, I think that map is... We both introduced the walls, so you see that you cannot hit them. And when the race timer will be visible at the beginning, somewhere on the screen, you will see that it starts only when you cross the green, and it stops when you go through the red one. So I think that one is pretty okay. And next, to enforce the walls, because someone can do this without hitting any wall, so he will not know what should expect from the walls. So we can make another one. So the bird, and we can slightly change that, and we can do it only by introducing another wall. And the other wall should go like from here to here, I think. We have like 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. Okay, and we can change the finish line from that. Okay, we can just do it as bigger area. So we can do it like that. And we could basically do exactly the same thing on the other side. It makes sense. So it would be like that. And we will have the start line also there. Like this. And then you need to move carefully from one to another one. You cannot just go straight. So that's the third one. Okay, so now if we try to go like this, it will not work. Player should already know that he need to hit green first and then red. So he'll need to like move that way. And now yeah, it will be easy to see that you need to do it like this. I think they should be smaller. It will be better. Okay, so how many do I want to delete? Like that's the middle one, so like all that part. The same here. Okay, let's check that. Yeah, it feels better that way. Yeah. And you cannot do it another way, because if you go through red, it will not start the counter. Yeah. So I think that's pretty good introduction map. Okay. So that's pretty good, I think. Okay, so what could be next? Because those are like symmetric. You can go whatever way. The next one should introduce maybe that tracks can have more than one way to go through them. That they can have more than one start and finish line, basically. I didn't write that down, and that would be important. So that would be also important to have that. And I think I know how we can do it in like small map factor like that. Okay, so we should make number 4. And again, we will slightly reuse that one. We will not need those two. And we will want to have like hole here and here. And then we want to have start line here and here, and we will want to have finish line again. Maybe one finish line. Yeah, we can have one in the middle. So it will be that. We will need the line here, but the tracks will be very different. So we will start here, and so one on the bottom will have something like that. Okay, it's and that on the top. We'll have something like this. The question is, should those be filled? Yeah, probably. To see it better. Okay, and that one it will be much harder than the previous ones, for sure. Okay, so we'll need the number 4. And we can check that up. Okay, so what we will need here is we can go up to that point, and we need to choose one of the roads. And we can use that one, which is or we can check that one, which is much harder. But it doesn't matter. As long as we hit the finish line, it's exactly the same. It just showed that it doesn't matter what you choose. You should basically go with the shorter or easier one. Always. Okay. So, what we can do as the next one, because I think that is clear. Question is, do we need to introduce, or maybe, yeah, we can do it like this. We can erase that and just show it that it doesn't matter because there are two of them. Or even that you can have like 3 of them. Okay, I need to check that one, if that makes sense. Obviously, I will probably add some text descriptions also for each of the track, but I don't think about it right now. I think that's pretty good for that one. Okay. Okay. What we could do next, because I think that's pretty good. The next one would be introduction to checkpoints. And I think that should be in similar manner. Like we will have exactly the same track where you can go much faster going through the down track. But we'll introduce a checkpoint on the top part that you need to go through. So if you go through the bottom one, nothing will happen. Or yeah, I think we can do it like this, because we could do much simpler. Exactly the same way as we do with the start line and the finish line. We could just add the checkpoint after the finish line. So we would need to go, you would start the race, you would go through the finish line, but it would not count because after that is the checkpoint and then you need to go back. It will be, yeah, it will be better for sure. Much simpler. So we need to, are we, yeah, okay, we are. So we can remove basically everything from here. We'll change it. So what we'll have still, it's here. So we'll have start here somewhere. And then we just want to have it can be wide. Yeah, something like this. That will just go like this. And just silly Start line. Finish line. And then one checkpoint. We'll use the blue one. So I think blue should be like default value for checkpoint. Yeah, so it will be just like that. And it should do the job. No, not that one. Yeah, it's simple. Start, end, and nothing happened. So you think what's going on? And then you will need to go through that one. It should disappear when you take it. And there should be some visual cue on the finish line. Or you will have like number of checkpoints somewhere on the screen. So that would be the easiest way to introduce that. And the second way would be to introduce another checkpoint here. So you go through one of them, you go through finish line. Okay, first I would use I would split that, so you have two examples of the exactly same checkpoint. That way you would see that. Yeah, I think that would be better. Yeah, but need to think about that. Okay, so what do we have on the list? I think that one we have. Start and finish line, walls. That one we have. Single checkpoint we have. So multiple checkpoints. But before that, okay, I'll be right back. I need to grab some water. Yeah, I'm back. Always remember to drink a lot of water. Okay, so what we're doing last... Okay, that was the introduction of the checkpoints. Yeah, okay. For that one, we want to show that it doesn't matter what checkpoint do you take. So I would add a wall in the middle. Maybe not to the end. Yeah, it can be to the end. And that way you need to choose one of them, and if you will want to return to the other one, you will already hit the finish line, and you know that only one is enough. We could even have that. No, we cannot have, because then you would try to go that way. So it needs to be like this. It's single finish line, but whatever you do. But I need to... Oh no, I think I... No, it's okay. So that was number 5. But that one we will want to save as number 6. And we can export that. Yeah, and we can quickly load that to test it. Yeah, it's lagging again. Okay, so now we need to choose one of the way. We cannot and it's finished. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about that previous map. Maybe we should use something simpler like that one. I mean, for like, it was number 4, I think. Come on. Show already. Yeah, that one. Because we could show that in much simpler way. Or move that later on. I like that simple approach that we had earlier. Because until that, I need to check the number 3. Okay, so that was still the simple one. You need to go here and then you can go that way. Yeah. So we now have like two that are strange. For only one? What's the 5? Because it looks like I messed up one of them. Yeah, that's the simple one. Yeah, so I think we should. The number 4 is not really what I would want to have. It's too complicated. Okay, let's open that up. Okay, it was that one. But we should that we have multiple starts and multiple ends. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. It's way too complicated. If you, yeah, I will save it as something. We maybe but if you want to go to number 4, again, and we will change that to be similar to that one. And we wanted to show that you can have multiple start and finish lines here. So we could just remove everything from here. Take the number 6. And basically we cannot have the checkpoints here. We didn't introduce it yet. Like that. But that's not a big deal. And so we will have it like that, multiple. And it really doesn't matter. We can have it like that. And I think that would be pretty good. Okay, so it's number 4. We need to export that. And we can check that now. Yeah, so you need to choose one, and you will see that it started. Nothing happens, and then it doesn't really matter. You can go to whatever you want, and it will start. And that will be thematically similar to what we have next, so that makes sense, because then we will have the 5th one. And it will look very similar. Okay. Yes, that looks good. And then the next one. Next one will show you that any of the checkpoints is perfectly fine, because if I go through that one, I'm not able to do the second one if they are in the same color. But I can use exactly the same map. So we can go to grab the number 6. So that one. So it will be number 7. And only difference will be that we will have different color of the checkpoint here. And it need to be like yellow, for example. So we have 2 different checkpoints. And now what I can do is okay, it's the old one. Okay, I will need to probably add better way of loading levels soon, because it's getting annoying a little bit. But okay, so now we have 2 different checkpoints, and if we go here like we did previously and go through hill, nothing happens. So it shows us that we need to go here and then it's finished. That's okay. Basically that's all of the core mechanics, for now at least. So we have those 2. And okay, we would probably need like to see if they are understanding it correctly. I would think like final test, but it maybe it will be more than one map. So we will have like number 8. And what we will use here. Probably I should use different wall colors through the tutorials to show that the walls can have basically any color. But yeah, that's like, we can change that easily. So yeah, that's our arena. We'll need to have like start here. So we can again do something like in the beginning, that you have and the finish line is basically all over the place again. But now we'll need to introduce a few checkpoints. So we can have the yellow one. Okay, maybe first we should use the walls. So we can have one of the checkpoints here inside that one. We can make some okay, let's do some additional lines. Now we'll do and we'll have second one here. And if it comes to the checkpoints, like I said, we can have one here, another one here, one here, and the last one okay, it's not on the black, it will be really hard to see. Okay, let's check that. It's number 8. Okay. Why you are not showing? Yeah, okay. So something is not right. It should be bigger. Yeah, let's check that again. Yeah, okay. So basically we have like 4 of them. And we can make them in any order. Okay, so that one is not good to be done on the end because you have a long way to the finish line. So basically we should start with that one. Go for that one. go through here, that one, and straight to the finish line. And it was like 7-8 seconds faster. So it's probably roughly the shortest route you could choose. Yeah, under 30 seconds. And I don't really think you could do it any other like order would be better, but we can try. Especially those two first. You cannot do anything about them. Maybe the first final test should be without any obstacles. Yeah, it's longer. Okay, so we could try. Yeah, that may have sense. Just to be sure that it's understood correctly. So I will save that as number 9. I will open number 8. And here I will just so it will be exactly the same, but without the walls. And we can check that easily. whenever this go alive. Okay, so again, the order doesn't matter. That was strange. One of them is not counted. It only see 3 of them. So something is messed up, but I'm not really sure what. That one? Yeah, that one. So we want to have 50 here. I will select that, erase that, and we can paint it correctly like that. That should work. Okay, and we can check that. Yeah, 4. Okay, so that was even faster. It's probably because of the longest line on the end. You can go here full speed. Yeah, it's under 11 seconds. And if I do it like that, it should be similar time, I think. Because now I can go full speed here. Yeah, it's also under, but slightly. Too fast. Yeah, okay, that was better. Oh, I missed that. Okay, that was close. Okay, yeah, but I think it should work. Because we have those different points. And then on the next one, we still have all of them. But we'll also have walls now. So we cannot go that route. You need to go. Whoa. Yeah, so now you need to watch out for the walls. Yeah, that one doesn't make sense because you need to go way back from that box. If you would not have that wall on the bottom, it could be the fastest one. because then you could just go here and you would not need to worry about returning. Okay, it's still pretty fast. You know what? I will change that. I will remove. It will be much better if it comes to possibility to choose your track. If I will remove that one. And that one will be much more interesting, I think. Okay, so let's try it now. What would be the best approach now? Okay, first let's try. Still, we could go here. Cross that one. That one we can do relatively fast. Then just like that. Can we go? Yeah, we could do that. So we could start with that one. Go through here. Yeah, that way would be much better. Ah, what happened? It's again counting 3 checkpoints. But why? Oh, I messed that up on that also. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we know what to do. Just hit that. And do the new one. No big deal. So let's try now. Yeah, 4. Hey, I really... Yeah, it was here. I'm dumb. So that's the last one. $23. So it's much better. Let's try it that way. Yeah, it's too complex. Too long. Yeah. But we can try other way around. Could go here. Because we can do it in nice arc. What I'm doing. You could probably just grab that here and turn around, and it will be much faster. And you just take that and go. And 22 also, so that's a good time. Probably we could do that now because we... Okay, and if we would go like fast here, just snap that here. Grab that one. Grab that one. It was also 22. And that could be faster if we do better at that last corner. So you can do it, but it's much harder to go that way. You need to be much more precise. Yeah, but you can do 21. Yeah. So I think that will be also a good map. Because you can approach it in very different ways. And if you do it like this, you don't do any backtracking, basically. Can we do it other way around? Also similar fast? Because yeah, we can make it by going here. It will be harder because you have more speed. Yeah, it's slightly longer. But it's basically because of that. Just from curiosity, how can I go like that way faster than in the middle? Because if I go through the maze, it's like 7 seconds. If I try to go, it will be much harder, but it's 6 seconds, so you can do it a bit faster. Probably better would be to just go through here. And here just do $20. Okay. So that was pretty fast. Like I said, it's almost no backtracking. $21. Yeah, that one is obviously much better other way around. Yeah, that's not good. No. Okay. Too fast. Yeah, basically it should be the name of the game. $26, yeah, it's that's that one's slow. If you try to go like this, we have the same problem that $22. Under 21. So that's pretty okay. Yeah, too fast again. Yeah, that's faster. Yeah, I think that's pretty okay. Okay, the question now is, can we do yeah, I can try to do it, like, for now, quickly. So it will be dirty, but it will be good, for enough for debug. We are here inside that one, okay. So we will have like Okay, so we can do it like this. And when we try to load it, we'll just construct the path. We have 9 of them, so we can do it like it's something like this plus we can just do title track number to string. And then we'll just load we'll leave that one the old way, and here we will just use, and that way we should be, and okay, and after the loading, after creating, we can increment that, and we can do it equals +1, and we can do so we will increment that by 1, but we'll do like modulo have 9, so that will be in 0, 0, 8 range, and we want 9. It will be 1, 2. Okay, if we go to 9, like it will have, if we'll have 8 here, we'll go to 0. That's not okay. But if we will add 1 here, if we'll go from 1, okay, we could just start on 0 and always use this number +1, and it should be okay. We can check that. Yeah, not okay. So what did we wrong? Okay, right. Because we need to add after that. Yeah, that's obvious. Yeah, okay. So we can do it like this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, when loading the map, we need to also do the reset. It shouldn't break anything, but it would reset. Should reset, like velocity and everything. Yeah. It should also clear, but maybe not. Okay. So now I can quickly test like all the maps in a sequence. Yeah. Okay, and I think that's basically everything that player will need to understand how to play the game with current set of features. You have everything that you need for that. Okay, so basically tutorial tracks are working. Okay, no collision in pre-race. I think we fixed that already. Okay, I cannot test that. Yep, okay. So that is working also. Okay, I will finish for now. I think the next thing that I will do will be race stats, at least in debug mode, but I should be able to calculate that on the engine and then send that to Godot widget to just display that information. So yeah, that will be next. Okay, thank you for that. See ya next time. Cheers.